Hey friends, well, guess what time it is? It is new ECLP time. That's exactly what time it is. I'm so excited to be sharing with you my thoughts and a preview of some of the new Erin Condren Life Planners that are coming on April 25th for EC Insiders and April 26th for general admission, so to speak. But I don't see why anyone would not be an EC Insider. If you are not, be sure to check out the link in the description section so that you can take part of all of the launch day festivities and getting your new ECLP then. So I'm going to break up this review into a couple of different videos because I'm not sure how long things are going to take. And I figure maybe that might be a better way to organize all of the things. So be sure to check out another video in where I will go over all of the different accessories that are also launching. So what I'm going to be reviewing for you today is going to be the Erin Condren In Bloom Daily Duo. So that's why I have a couple of these. I also have an hourly planner with the new In Harmony colorful version. And then I also had, of course, I could not pass up on the agenda because I absolutely love the agenda, even though I'm not necessarily using it right now. I just love this concept so much. So I will review that with you. First off, let's talk design updates. I'm sure by now, if you're any sort of follower of Erin Condren, you have seen the new design. So there's really three main designs this year. That includes In Bloom, which is this one that I have. And this one can be customized to a few different other options, like the background color might be a little bit different. So like you can see on this one, this background is like purple or like lilac. And even though in my nails, they kind of match my nails. My nails are supposed to be lilac, but this is not like the deepest lilac color for April. But anyways, and then this one has sort of like a blush design. And then this one is called In Harmony. And this one comes in both the colorful that you see here, and then there's also a more neutral colorway, which is more on the pinkish blush side, kind of like something like this. There is also one more design, and I don't have any of those items from that because I didn't choose that. Out of all of the designs, that one's probably is my least favorite. I mean, it's still beautiful, but is not my favorite. And that is the color blends design, which has so many different pops of colors and just looks like a lot of fun. But these are the ones that I chose to review. So I've already told you that my least favorite was color blends. So you might be wondering, well, Saray, which one is your favorite? And honestly, it's so hard to choose between these two. I don't know. I don't think I have a favorite. I think I love them equally, but if I had to pick, if I was absolutely forced to pick one, and as I think about my launch day order, what that's going to look like, it's probably going to be somewhere in the In Bloom family, which is the sister design to the Flora that we got in 2021, 2022 launch. So that's probably what I'm going to go with for launch day because I really like this one. And since you all got me to admit that this is my favorite, we'll go ahead and start with this one. So like I mentioned, this is the Daily Duo. There's so many changes this year and I'll probably miss something. But I'm not the only affiliate obviously doing these reviews. You know, there's a ton of us that are doing the review, and I'm sure they'll cover a lot of information, so be sure to check all of those videos out. Also be sure to check out the Erin Condren YouTube channel. They have a lot of content there and more information on those. But really the purpose of this video is for me to share my impressions and what I'm excited about. So, you know, that's what we're gonna do. So one of the biggest exciting things from the Daily Duo standpoint is that if you notice, there are two matching covers. So previously, the past couple of years since the Daily Duo was released, the second book, which would have been this one, I don't think you can still get it personalized, but the second book would come with a completely different cover than maybe the first one. It would be like a standard cover. So let's say you had ordered a Flora book, the second one would have like a mid-century circles cover, for example. It's more like standard. So this year you actually get 2 matching covers, which I'm super excited. And even if you don't have it personalized, that's okay, because I mean, you could use it for in a notebook, or I don't know. I always like to have like non-personalized covers just in case I'm gifting a notebook to someone, etc. And then you also get your 2 rulers. Now, I can't remember if last year the vellum page had this design. I think it did. I don't think it had it on the agenda. But nonetheless, this is a beautiful, the vellum design matches the In Bloom design this year. And the first thing that I noticed on this one is that the font is a little bit darker. Last year's, it was more on the grayscale. This one's definitely a little bit more charcoal color. You have your 6 months at a glance here. I feel that the colors have changed slightly. So July is more of a peachy color, and ignore this one. I had worked on a reel for Erin Condren. So that's, I kind of played around with this one a little bit already. So this is the July. So it's definitely more of a peachy color, and you can see the flowers are throughout the top. I like that they're not, I feel like they're much more simpler than last year, which I really like as well. And then you have obviously a pretty standard layout. The other things, you have your notes page, you have your dashboard page, pretty much is the same as last year's design. But let's talk about one pretty big change this year, and this is as a result of feedback from customers. And I am so excited that Erin Condren listened to the customers, because this is a pretty big deal. So you have your layout. Like I said, the font is pretty much the same. The colors on the lines are pretty much this, are a little bit darker, which I actually appreciate, because the other ones were pretty faint. You could hardly see them. But anyway, so here is the layout, which is essentially the same. But take a look. Now, between Sunday and the next week, you have a completely blank page. Well, almost completely. You just have that header there that you can use for whatever you want. So if you're someone who wants to see that weekly layout, you can turn this page into a weekly layout if you like. Or if you like an extra page for meal planning, or logging other important information that you want to keep from week to week, you can do that now, because there is an extra page. So that is super exciting. And because of that extra page, now Monday always falls on the left hand side of the page. So let's take a look. There you go. So you have your Sunday, and then you go right into Monday on the left hand side. I think that is a super great update. So beautiful planner overall. I really like it quite a bit. You can see the quote pages. It's not like, it's a much more simpler quote. It's not so big. And the flowers are just super beautiful. And then here's September. So September, I think, went a little pinkier than last year. So definitely a little bit different. But one thing that I do like is that the flowers actually match the month. So let me just double check. Yeah, they do. Last year's the flowers, not every month had matching flowers, which kind of bugged me the more I thought about it. But this one, the flowers do match. Yes. So that's a huge win. I love that. And then here we have November. Oh, wow. The more I look at this planner, it's like, oh my goodness, this is so pretty. November. Oh, now it's tempting me to like use this one for work instead of my teacher planner that I've been using. That's working out pretty well. Oh boy. Lots of decisions. And then December here. I feel like December it's now more on the mint side than last year. So I still like it, but it's definitely a little more minty. So those are all of the months. And then here we have some stickers. So pretty much the structure and everything of the stickers have stayed the same. I love this color palette. It's so pretty. I think this color palette is prettier than last year, in my opinion, I think. And pretty much the same there, but it does have the accents of the different flowers and the details. The other thing is super cute. I love this. Look at this attention to detail. I'm going to zoom in. Oops. I'm going to zoom in a little bit so you can see there. In the past, these cakes have had like a solid color, but now the EC design team has put in the design of the book within the cake design, which I think is so beautiful. And then you also have your matching stickers in the back, and with the beautiful pocket also. One additional change this year, which I'm totally fine with, is the additional heritage and awareness observances. So last year, EC had included an extra sticker sheet so that you could stick those additional holidays into whichever planner it is that you were using. Actually, the more I think about it, I kind of miss the sticker sheet. Forget what I said. I wish there was the sticker sheet, because what if you do, like now you have to handwrite it in here? Yeah, I would vote for the sticker sheet to come back if you want to celebrate, or if you're someone who celebrates any of these additional observances. Yeah. I mean, it's fine that they're here for reference, but I'm on the additional sticker sheet camp. The second book is pretty much the same, and I actually started, did I start with the right one? Yeah, I think I started with the right one. This would be for January through June for 2023. And you have your year at a glance, your 6 months box as well. And all of your months, which are pretty much, is the same 6 colors for the next set. And then this one, because it's its own book, you also get your stickers in the back. And then you have the heritage and awareness observances for the second half. So from January 2023 through June 2023. Okay, since we're in the In Bloom theme, I'm going to go ahead and move on to the agenda. So you guys know I definitely love my agenda. It's definitely one of my favorite Erin Condren Planner products. I'm not using it right now because I don't need my planner life to be that portable. And I do have another video on my current planner lineup that's working very well for me, so I don't want to jinx anything. But I could not help but take a look at this agenda because it's absolutely beautiful in person. And also, the other thing that I wanted to look at, that I was so excited as soon as I saw it, was the brand new layout. So there is a new layout in town, and I could not help but to want to check it out. So there are different types of inserts that you can choose for your agenda, and I've already taken it out of the package, but I did not include the In Bloom inserts with this one, even though it is the In Bloom agenda, because I knew I wanted to have, I only had, so many products that I could choose from. And I wanted to show you a variety of different products. And I knew that the In Bloom layout, the interior layout, would be in the Daily Duo. So, it would have been probably pretty much the same. So I just chose the colorful Harmony guts for the agenda. But these are not just any inserts. this is the brand new layout, which is called the Compact Vertical Layouts. So I'm going to go ahead and put in some of these inserts in here just so that I can flip them a little bit easier for you, and you can take a look. So I had received 18 months worth of guts for the agenda, so that's why it was pretty thick. So I only kept it to 1 year worth of guts. So this is the Compact Vertical Layout, and look at these colors. It's so pretty. I absolutely love it. And I actually like that this is not totally white either. So I think it's a little bit more forgiving for you know, constant use. So you have your year at a glance. I love how this is kind of simple, not too many crazy colors. The other things that's different, and I'll go through this one actually in the hourly planner because we'll be here all day, because I want to get to the layout. So here's what the layout looks like. Ta-da! Okay, this is the layout. I'm going to go ahead and move on to the second week here because I like to see all the colors to be the same. So when I first saw it as an option, I was like, oh, I'm intrigued. I'm so excited. Let me go ahead and order this one. And honestly, and I was so excited. And in a way, I'm still a little excited about it, but not as much as I thought I would be, because there's a few things. But I love that EC listens to their customers. And apparently this was something that was asked quite a bit, which I was a little bit surprised. I knew that we all wanted like a weekly vertical view in the agenda, but I didn't think this would be it. But anyway, I'm glad to see that there is a lot of folks that are excited about. I'm not partial to this one. And I have a few reasons, some that we can work with differently, but we'll see. So as you can see, these are a little bit wider columns. So let me go ahead and just take the ruler, and we are looking at almost 2.5 inches wide. So that's a little funky for those people that maybe like to use stickers, etc. So it's a little wide for me. The other thing, but it's actually great for some of us that like to list, so you don't have to abbreviate so much. So it's like I find it like it's like a hybrid between a horizontal and a vertical. So that can actually be pretty interesting. The other thing is that it goes Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, which I can see if you could flip this over. I guess you could do that in the on the A5, so never mind. So if you're using an A5 compact vertical, then this will be perfect because you can see your whole week without having, almost your whole week without having to flip it over. But in this layout, you pretty much have it open. So I would prefer like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And maybe like if you have like a 3-day weekend, that's great. But I mean, a sticker can solve that problem. You can just turn Friday into Wednesday if you like. I don't know, just a thought. You also have this extra space, which for me, I am a little bit nervous, I guess, around unlined empty spaces. And that's part of the reason, like my daily duo, that box on the bottom, right, it was always empty just because there were no lines in here. I think it would be really helpful to have additional lines and just make this more like a, you know, miscellaneous column. I get it. It might not look as streamlined because then you have like just a bunch of boxes with lines. So I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, yeah. So this is that layout. Go ahead and let me know in the comments. What do you think? I've heard a lot of folks kind of talk about how they would use it already for work or, I don't know, meal planning, what have you. I'm sure there's so many different ways to use this planner, but I don't think this would be the planner layout for me in 2023. Now, if the EC team came up with like a true vertical, then count me in. I'm all there. So that is the compact, the A5 compact. Yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comments. What do you think? Okay, and then the last planner I have to share with you is the Harmony, and this is a weekly hourly. And I don't know why I chose an hourly. I should have gone with the vertical because I'm going to be ordering a vertical. Oh, maybe because I want to, I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. This one might end up being a giveaway for someone. So first things first, this one is not the interchangeable cover. This is the leather cover that I think I chose. I can't remember now. But this is a leather cover. I love their leather covers. They're absolutely amazing. And I love the quality. This one has this blue reinforcement, the beautiful vellum, beautiful colors. I think it is stunning, this design. So pretty. You have your year at a glance. And then this is the pages that I was going to mention, but I was saving it for this one. One thing that I really like this change is that these boxes are now in this charcoal color. So they're not specific to a monthly color. So in the past, these boxes coordinated with each month. So this would have been, I don't know, maybe January's color. I think it's called like a teal or whatever color that is, like a February pink, a March mint, etc. But I really like how they did away with the colors here because not everyone uses it for a coordinating tasks or things for that particular month. So I might want to kind of use it for something else that has nothing to do with a particular month. So I think this gives a lot of freedom. I really, really like this change. So nice job, EC team. For layouts, in terms of the sheets, the pages, they're pretty much the same here. So you have your notes page, you have your monthly view with the design sprinkled through the pages, another notes page after, and then you have your dashboard, and this one has pretty much stayed consistent with what we're used to. And then the hourly view, this one's pretty much the same. You still have your calendar on the bottom, your to-do list or checklist or whatever you call this space, your sidebar. I was losing my thought there. So your sidebar there, and then the hours are the same from 6 to 7 p.m. You know what? It's so funny that I think back on this now. A couple of years ago, maybe it was 3 years ago now, EC had changed the hours from what I think it was 6 to 9 p.m. And they, instead of having half-hour lines, they were 1 hour slots. So the sizing was a little bit different than there was currently, and we were all up in arms about it. So just like EC does, they listened to their customers and they brought the half hours back. But don't you know it that I'm looking through some of my old planners and kind of mock planning in one of the old hourlies where it was only the hour block, and I kind of missed it. I kind of miss it. And the reason why is because I feel like my handwriting was a little bit closer together from one line to another and aesthetically just looked better. Maybe that's why I prefer a vertical as well. So it's funny that, you know, I was all like, bring back my half hours. And now I'm like, oh, take them back. So yeah, so this one's pretty much the same. I won't go through every single month because again, these are pretty much consistent, not too many changes, but I will go back to the notes pages and point out the fact that there is no contact page. So long contact page. I'm actually excited that that is gone because I don't really know who used that contacts page. I'm sure some people did, but personally I just kind of found it useless because one, I have more contacts than that, and two, typically I think many of us keep our contacts in our phones, so I don't know. And I also have a old Erin Condren contact book that I use that just it worked. I could add a lot more contacts. back to my earlier point. So anyway, so that is gone. So I'm glad for that. The heritage and awareness observances are now here. Oh, I spoke too soon. The contact page is still here. Jesus Christ. Oh my goodness. Okay, I don't know who needs that contact page. No wonder they totally ignored me when I was on the town hall and I said, nice job getting rid of that contact page. Come on, how come no one said anything? Oh my gosh. This is, okay, so this is like, I'm looking at this for the first time, clearly. So there's that contacts page there. I like the sticker sheet better on that one. And then you have your year at a glance for coming up. And then here, these are your stickers in the back. And they coordinate with the new design, which I think they're so pretty. Really pretty. One of my favorite things is just the foil options in all of the EC stickers. They're so cute. Oh, wow, this is so cute. I'm telling you guys, I'm looking at this like for the first time. Okay, this is nice, but I don't know if I could write on these. Because now they're not solid colors. Oh, I don't know how, I mean, I like the way they look, but from a functionality standpoint, I don't know if they function too well. Because the pens that I use are not too pigmented, so some of the stuff is going to get lost in there. I guess we always have these. And then the pocket in the back. Okay, stunning. This pocket, it is stunning. So pretty. And then we have our perpetual calendar in the back, which kind of have like the super muted colors. So that's sort of like the in bloom colors, and every month is the same, which I kind of like. Cute. All right, so that is my thoughts on these planners that I received. Overall, really nice job, EC. I really love a lot of the changes that they have made. Oh, one additional change, and this one's the one that I'm having a little bit of a hard time with, but I totally understand, is that the coil. So I chose the gold coil because I guess I like them both. The rose gold and the gold are really nice. My least favorite is, of course, the platinum because I don't really like silver. But I noticed that the option to order a black coil wasn't there. So I had an opportunity to ask that question during the town hall, and Tanya, the CEO and team, shared some of the rationales behind it. And apparently the black coil wasn't like the most popular coil, to my surprise. Because, I mean, I cannot live without a black coil. I specifically ordered another planner when I decided to go on the vertical and the teacher planner, a brand new one, 3 months into the year, because I wanted them both to have my matching black coil. So I'm a little heartbroken about that, but I totally understand the reasons why. And obviously, if it wasn't the most popular, you have to do things that make the most business sense. So I totally get it. But nonetheless, I'm still heartbroken about my black coil. But anyway, other than that, I think is a beautiful design, some beautiful new planners coming in this year. And I'd love to know, based on what you've seen so far, what is going to be on your Erin Condren planner wish list or in your carts for launch day. Thank you so much for joining me today for this review video. Don't forget to check out the video with the accessories as well. And let me know if you have any other comments or questions down below. Thank you so much for joining me again. And as always, friends, I'll see you in the next video.